Hello there, this is DBT and these are the rooms. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt Legends Unite. And today, I will continue playing some MP1 with cars that are somewhat questionable in terms of performance. By that I mean, cars that normally one would think that they're not particularly good, at least they weren't in the old multiplayer, but nowadays because of how MP1 works, they actually have a decent opportunity to show off. At least a little bit. So we're gonna be doing that, but before I jump into it, you know what to do. If you like my content, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Doing those things help the channel to continue to be discovered, and in that way I can continue making this content for you. So if you want some more alu here in the channel, like and subscribe. But alright, so like I just mentioned, we're gonna be playing MP1. Now in the last video I was using some Class A cars that were in theory bad, but they allowed me to get out of Silver 3 and now I'm in Silver 2. However, I'm gonna start precisely with the car that you saw on the screen, the Lamborghini Huracan STO, which actually belongs to Silver 3. While I could already be using some other cars from Silver 2 over here, no, I wanted to start with this one because I thought this is gonna make it a little bit interesting. It's a Class B car with a relatively mid-ish, if not low, rank, not particularly fast. The only real power of this car is mostly the acceleration and some of the handling, but let's jump into it and we can talk more about this stuff. Now I want to address some criticism that I have gotten in previous videos like this, where people are like, DBT, but you're recording this very late in the season, of course this is gonna be easy. It's like, okay people, I cannot record this at any given moment. There's only so many times that I have an opportunity to record in low classes and all of this stuff, and well, I took the opportunity when I had it. And precisely to make it more interesting, that is why I have been focusing in using cars that in theory should not be fantastic. It would be so much easier for me to just be like, okay, I am in Silver 3, I'm gonna go right ahead and use one of the best cars available in all of Silver 3 in order to rank up quickly. But the whole point was precisely to grab some cars that normally people like to, or some people used to like to scoff at. Like I mentioned in the previous video, the Class A cars that in theory were bad, but nowadays they do have some use. So yes, I'm recording this late in the season. It is what it is. Like I said, it is not my fault that this game resets and allows you to play with low classes once every 3 or 4 months. I don't know how long it is. So of course, I'm gonna take my time in doing this, and unfortunately, if you feel like this is not competitive enough, well, there's not much I can do. So yeah, just wanted to address that real quick because it gets really boring really quickly when people are like, you should be recording this at this moment and not this other moment. It's like, alright, so then I should be recording the video just for that one person that wants it that way, as opposed to the people who actually say, DBT, was kind of cool to see those Class A cars being driven. So I don't know, what can I say? I'm just gonna record as I see the opportunity to do so. That's gonna be a first place, defeating, look at that, Gallardo, Glickenhaus, Gallardo, Challenger. Okay, fair enough. Z4 LCI and a Gallardo. Now granted, all of these Gallardos are at low stars, but still, this kind of shows indeed what I was saying. Look at the rank of all of these cars compared to mine, and yet mine would be in general better performing simply because it's a higher class. Like, I understand that there's something to be said about like, hey, but can this car actually, not this or the ones in the previous video, whatever, can they actually compete against the proper good cars that people are gonna be, you know, try-harding really early in the season? The answer is, who knows? Maybe, probably, maybe not. I really don't know, and I don't really care to do that. Because the whole point of this channel in general, not only about this game, but of any game that I play, has never been about the ultimate try-hard and oh my god, I'm gonna rank up as quickly as possible and all of that. I think that should be clear by now. And yeah, it's like, okay, I played more like a regular player would do and play whenever they have the time, and maybe I didn't get to play much this season, and oh, I didn't manage to rank all that much, maybe I got stuck on this, whatever it is, and I'm gonna play with cars that are common, at least that was the case on the previous video, cars that are common, easy to get, and see if I can get some results with that. That was basically the intention behind this video. So that is why I found really both silly and annoying this whole thing of like, oh, DBT, but the only reason you get W's is because it's like, oh, wow, you really broke the code, huh? It's almost like I mentioned it in the video itself. I did say it, and I often mention this type of things like, yeah, I'm recording this late-ish, so probably I'm not gonna be finding the most competitive players, but guess what? A lot of players of this game are not gonna be finding the most competitive players. Why? Because they don't all play at the same time. And if someone is like really try-harding, well, you know, good for you. You play the game much more than I do, or more intensely than I do. And as usual, I just like to focus on a more chill approach to this whole thing, because to me, it's not about getting W's and oh my god, and it's more about, hey, I get to drive my cars and have some fun with them. Woo, look at that. We made it out of Silver 2. Now we made it into Silver 1. Now, I am curious what type of cars can I get over there. Awards, yeah, sure. Okay, yeah, thank you. Oh, actually, I do want to see what I got. Okay, some for the Da Vinci. Yeah, fair enough. And that's it? Okay, good. Now, let me check real quick what is available in Silver 1. All right, so... Ooh, yeah, look at that. Okay, interesting. Even some Class S as well. I mean, low Class S, but still. All right, funnily enough, I don't necessarily... No, okay, probably this would do amazing. This could do pretty well. Yeah, that's kind of curious. But I'm still going to go a little bit contrarian over here. We just drove a relatively agile, though slow Class B car. How about for the next races, we drive quite the opposite, which is going to be a much faster, though not agile, Class B car on the F12 TDF. Let's try it out. Now, given what happened with the video on the Countach 25th anniversary, that once I got to, Bronze 1, that's when things started getting more complicated because it's the people who are trying to get to the next proper league in this case. Well, in that case, it was from Bronze to Silver. Here is from Silver to Gold when you are in Silver 1. Because again, remember, just for those of you that don't know, the fact that I'm driving a car from Silver 2 doesn't mean that I'm necessarily only going to be driving against Silver 2. Probably I'm also going to be finding a bunch of Silver 1 and whatnot. Now, once again, it really depends at the time that you are playing the league. Or rather, you're playing multiplayer, like I said earlier. If you are trying to go as hard as possible, as quickly as possible, then yeah, you're going to be finding the people that are the most competitive, also the most toxic, and whatever it is, right? Understandable, that's how you play the game. But you're going to be finding all of that stuff early in the season. Later on, it's a more chill experience. And, well, you know, like I said, I just take it in a more chill approach, which is, I think, a more healthy way of approaching this game, at least in my opinion. Now, I'm still doing really good. So, yeah, it is true. I am coasting at this point. And like I mentioned in a video, which one was it? For the McMurtry, I think it was the video that I did on the McMurtry. I don't like doing this whole thing where it seems like I'm smurfing or anything. It's, once again, it's just simply the fact that I haven't played a whole lot of multiplayer. I get to play when I get to play it, and, well, here we go. Now, I honestly was expecting a bit more from my opponents, but, it's fine. Okay, this is not gonna be the track for this car. Oof, Chicago. Is it one of those 30 seconds Chicago races? I don't know. We're gonna find out. I see an FXX. I saw a Lamborghini Aventador SV. Oh man, I hate the rough terrain in that section we just passed. Oh, so unbelievably annoying. I'm fine. I promise you I'm fine. Here we go. Look at this drift. Absolutely. Oh, by the way, I saw a video of someone managing to drive on the lower side of this track. I mean, of this building that I am at. I wonder if that was... I mean, probably was a glitch, but I wonder if there's something to it like there was in... Oh, there is in... what is that called? Oh, stop pushing me, buddy. Norway. You know how in Norway there's this weird platform that you can reach that you're not normally necessarily supposed to reach, but you can? You know what I'm talking about? In that super jumpy section. Okay, actually, I'm not gonna win this race. Look at that. Can I get past this dude? No, I can't. All right, look at that. I was saying that I was coasting. Now I actually got defeated, so there you go. Actually, this guy just made it to gold, so well done, people. A couple of Apollo IEs. I did defeat the FXXK, the Jag XJR15, Aventador SV, Gallardo, and a BMW i8. Oof. And speaking of cars that are fast, but they're not particularly agile, how about we try the Glickenhaus 003S? What an interesting car this was from the moment that I started playing, because man, this thing goes fast, but oh boy, I find it so difficult to use. Now, in saying all of this stuff, look at it. There's still the BMW Z4 or whatever, so there's definitely some people that are... Well, I mean, if they have succeeded with that car all the way to this league, more power to them. But oh boy, that's definitely asking for a bit of troubles when it comes to the general performance, but hey, it's fine. Now, this car, from what I understand, early in the game, it used to be like really strong, and I get it. Once again, it's a very fast Class B car, but holy smoke, is it a sluggish car? Like, doesn't drift, not good handling. Look at this drift, Oh my god, that is the sharpest that I could do it, I think. So, yep, yeah, a bit of a challenge, but hey, that's what we're here for. Hold up. Actually, this track may benefit me a little bit, at least for a while. Though the moment we get into some crazy drifty sections, that's when this thing is gonna really suffer. Now, does this version of the track has a twisty section? I have no idea. Okay, I've never known how to do this section properly, so all that I do is just prepare and do a bit of wall ride when I'm driving top speed cars like this. It's like, yeah, I don't need to worry about steering at all. Just keep going, do a bit of brake nitro thingy, get as much as you can, and just roll on with it. I probably could have used a perfect nitro to take that little bit of a turn instead of drifting through it, but oh well. All right, yeah, so this is the... Oof. I'm just gonna go straight, get as much speed as possible over here. And yeah, in the last section, I'm gonna lose a tremendous amount of speed. Not right here, I mean, I'm gonna lose some, but look at this turn that I gotta do over here. Let's see, how low does my speed go? 200, 188. Yeah, about 188. That was the lowest that I got to. Okay. Well, that's gonna be a first place. And all right, very nice. Apollo IEs. It's curious that I'm seeing them. Oh, is it a free try? Is that why I'm seeing cars at such a specific rank? So I'm like, what number of stars that is that I'm seeing a bunch of people have it? But okay, I think that's free tries, right? Ah, yes, I have confirmed indeed. It is a free try, so no wonder why I'm seeing so many Apollo IEs, and all of them at the same rank. I keep on saying that is a fantastic move that Gameloft made in adding the cars that are free tries to be higher ranked, or rather high stars, if not the max. I understand why they wouldn't want to make them max stars or a straight up gold free try, because then, you know, then what would be the point of acquiring and upgrading cars in general for multiplayer if the game is just gonna give you straight up cars at gold to play in what is meant to be the competitive multiplayer? Because I get it, and MP2 is not so competitive. MP2 is more about multiplayer chill situation. Over here is more about, ooh, let's try to get some results. So it makes sense that Gameloft is like, no. If you want to be competitive, you need to get these cars, like proper own them and all of that stuff. But still, like I was saying, I believe it's a, oh boy. I believe overall it was a pretty good move to add this free tries with the max stars -1 over here. So I appreciate that, man. I do. I don't know that I can get past this dude. Like, I am faster, but this last section worries me a little bit. And nope. All right, that wall is not wall rideable. Holy smokes! I thought I was gonna be able to wall ride it and go get some speed, but holy, did you see how it just kept on not working out? Oof. All right, defeated by Aston Martin Vantage GT12 and an Apollo IE, but did beat the F12 TDF, P1 FXXK, Apollo IE, and a Club Sport. All right. All right, let's do a bit of a thing here. Again, I'm on Silver 1, so what if I use one of the quote-unquote best cars of Silver 3 all the way in Silver 1? Is that gonna give me some results? I really doubt it, but let's give it a shot. Tuscany. That actually might end up working out in my favor a little bit. Though I see a couple of Class S cars. There's also the P1, which is Class A. A couple of Mitsubishi Lancers. Wow. All right. All right, let's see what my Corvette Grand Sport of Class C can do. Yeah, I legit feel like this is indeed what it is. Like with the good handling, with the good nitro, not particularly good acceleration, not particularly good top speed. It just feels like that, you know? One of those cars that are just so much fun to use / comfortable and whatnot. But hey, I'm gonna go for a wall ride over here. Yep, nope, this is fine. So depending on how next week goes, well, this week I suppose technically, on Sunday it's already the new week. I might do yet another video. I might rank up a little bit further here in Multiplayer 1 and then make another video of trying to rank again further with cars of higher sub-leagues, but still, you know, kind of the same concept. Cars that should in theory be doing bad, at least, you know, given the reputation of some of these cars, and see what kind of results I get. So yeah, as I said before, I do feel like smurfing, which again it was never the intention over here, is not particularly entertaining because it's like, oh yeah, good results because all of the other players may not necessarily be super fantastic. I get that. But once again, it is not my fault that this game only gives you a chance to play with low-class cars once every 3 or 4 months. That is the part that I really don't like about it. And I don't know, I feel like if they went back to the way that Asphalt 9 did it, where every 2 weeks the whole thing resets, but it's not as crazy grindy to climb out of the sub-leagues, that could be fun, but yeah, I don't know that Gameloft wants to go that way. So alright, I did get a first place with the cars that I thought it was going to be harder, but okay. And Caribbean may just work a lot in my favor. If it's a twisty version of it, I think it is... No, wait. No, I think it is a twisty version, right? Yeah, because at the end of this track is when we're in the section with like the million forks in the road. So that might just work pretty nice over here. But if the other cars have a good opportunity to build some speed, then that might put a bit of a pebble in my shoe, so to speak. But yeah, so like I said, I mentioned this late in the previous video, and I'm mentioning it again very late on this video. But I originally thought of making a video of the current car hunt, but again, I already made a video 5 or 6 months ago about that same car and the exact same hunt, so I didn't see the need to do it once again so quickly after. It's kind of curious that this car hunt for the Porsche, what is it? Whatever is the current car hunt. It repeated so quickly. Normally car hunts do tend to take like a... Oh no! Oh, the dude behind me pushed me ever so slightly, but enough to mess up the trajectory of my drift. And now I am in 6th place. Let's go. Oh boy. Let's see if we can make a bit of a comeback here. Yeah, normally car hunts used to tend to take what, like almost a year or about a year for them to repeat. So that's why I'm like, whoa, half a year and it's there again? Well, I mean, it's a pretty goodish Class C car. Oh god. Fine. It's a pretty good Class C car, but again, because of how this whole system works, I don't know that it's necessarily the most recommended. Oh, look at that. Can I overtake the first place? I am, because I have the jump and I have shockwave. Let's go. Oh, the comeback. But yeah, I didn't see the point of making that video, so instead here we are recording a little bit of random races in MP1 with a variety of cars, because hey, I don't do that enough, and I want to do more of this as time goes on. But once again, if you enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and that's all for now. Thank you for watching. See you next one. Bye-bye.